When I start a new class and I log into a website for the first time, I'm more likely than not to have my hair catch on fire. So I thought maybe I would send you a little video and let you see the course before you actually log in so that when you come into the class, you won't be confused. If you are confused, remember, I have office hours every Monday from 11 a.m. to noon. I'll show you in the course where that automatic login is. Let's take a look. When you log in the course, you will be in the course modules page. You can see over here your dashboard where you can move around. This is where the home page is. This is the announcements. This is the course modules, discussion boards, grades, assignments, syllabus, and your net tutor. Over here is where you will see your account. There's your dashboard, there's your calendar, there's your email, there's your history. There you go. Now let's take a look at this course module. Some students get confused and try to do the whole course on their phones. That is just a frustrating position because it's going to take you to assignments without showing you the pages that you needed to study. This is a zero cost, no cost course. So where are you supposed to learn what to do? Well, the information is all here in the course, and I've created all of it. So we don't need a textbook. The textbook is all contained in these pages. Now we have the things to see that to start here. These are the things to do first. First things first, you're going to say hello to everybody in the discussion board. That content will go to everyone in the class. You're also going to copy and paste that same exact content and send that to your Cyber Cafe group. Let's look at how that works real quick. Now we're going to create the same exact post in two different places. So, are you able to see my post right down here? I created a cute little video over here in Animoto. You all probably know so many better places to create a little video if you wanted to find a creative way to introduce yourself to your fellow classmates. Now, once I get this ready and I have it exactly like I like, then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to edit that post. How do I edit that? Well, I go up here to the three dots, I click edit, and now I want to view the HTML editor. This shows that HTML code for everything that I just created. So I simply copy all of this and I go over and I go ahead and post this back again. Check it out, make sure it's all correct. Yes, go ahead and click update. Done. Now I'm going to go over to that other discussion board by going here to discussions, and I'm going to my Cyber Cafe where I'm going to introduce myself. That's not to be confused with the every Monday Cyber Cafe check-in. I'll look at that in just a second. But come right down here. Do you see this? Now, you don't have to wonder where your Cyber Cafe group is. You don't have to think, oh my goodness, where are these people? You don't have to worry about that because when you click on this, and there's a tutorial. But when you click on this, as soon as you click reply, your reply will actually go to your group and you'll be able to see that when you open that up. Isn't that fun? You don't have to do anything. So now here I am, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to view. I'm going to look at that HTML editor, and I'm going to paste that content from before, and I'm going to look, make sure it's all correct, and I'm going to post that reply. If I click post, I can click this little modules tab and go back to my modules. Remember, that's where we just saw those two discussion boards. Now I'm going to go on and I'm going to look at the student privacy policy and look at these other things. And remember, we only have one required Zoom session, and that is so that I can meet you. I don't like just seeing names on a roster. I like to be able to see you just once in the semester. So we have a Zoom meeting this coming Thursday. There are 2 meetings that you can attend. One is at noon. The other is at 7 p.m. I promise you, it is only 15 minutes. And you don't have to do anything but log in. Right there is the Zoom link that'll take you directly into the room, or you can use the meeting ID right here. Now, if you log in on Monday and you're confused, don't worry about that. Remember, I have office hours every Monday from 11 a.m. to noon. This is a different login, but that's where you can meet with me during office hours. If you're confused, drop by and I'll help answer any questions that you have. Let's go back to the modules page though and just look a little bit more. Now, as you scroll on down, you can see that we have more little pages to look through. They're short. Little introduction of me. There's your little, these are some of the contracts from the district that we want to make sure we have created. And that's kind of the little welcome module. That won't take you very long to look through that, but go ahead and take a little skim through that. Remember, all documents, unless they are text documents, which you will see in the course if they are, need to be PDFs. They are restricted to PDF documents only, so be sure you double check your work before you submit that. Let's scroll on down just a little bit more. From here, you'll move on down to the study documents, and you'll study the pages in that document. That's where you'll find the course content as if you were looking at a textbook, only it's much easier than a textbook because I've written only the content that you need to learn. So yay! Now let's look at one last little thing. Notice that each one of these modules is numbered, right? So we see that the modules have numbers and they correspond to the content that's in that module. Do you see this? Week 3, Module 2. I know the weeks don't line up with the modules, and sometimes that can be confusing till you get used to it. So now let's go over here and let's look at one last thing before we're through, and that's over here in the announcements. I'm opening up the announcement that shows the due dates. Now, I don't want you to get confused here, so I want to go through this really methodically. And if you're confused about this, remember to drop in on office hours on Monday. But let's go through this together. Remember, we have the week numbers for the semester. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are combined in one project. 7 and 8 have to do with one project. 9. Then we have a project that takes place during 10, 11, and 12. And then we have a project that takes place weeks 13, 14, and 15. You see that? So let's make sure we see that's the week number. Now the module numbers sometimes change a little bit because 5 and 6 are all contained, weeks 5 and 6 are all contained in one module. So are you with me so far? Moving down here is the module number. This is the week number. Now, here's the little note that talks about what's going on that particular module week. Now, over here is the important thing to see, and that's when does that module open? You can see we have 1, 2, 3 modules that open on the first day of school. The next module opens later on in the semester, and so forth and so on. But you can see, rather than open up one module, which would make me nuts if I could only see one module, I'm opening up several modules on a particular time. After November 5th, everything is open. So I just want to make sure you see that and that you're not confused. If you are, once again, come see me. If not, I will see you next Thursday on one of the 2 Zoom sessions. Once again, right back over here in course modules, the login for that Thursday Zoom session is right there. Remember, that's a different login than office hours. So for Thursday, you'll click here and automatically be in the room for that 15-minute Zoom session. If you need to see me during office hours, you'll log in here. Remember, office hours are every Monday, 11 a.m. to noon. See you next week.